Hello and welcome to this very special Christmas special episode of Seldom Differ's Terrible Features. And this week we have a very special guest, Rebecca Lucy Taylor, aka Self Esteem. Now, for any long-time listeners, you'll know that Rebecca is a really old friend of ours, old to the point of John went to school with her, and myself and Matt met her at 18, and the four of us together put on some shows, comedy shows in Sheffield, and over the years Rebecca's worked with us on lots of different comedy projects. She was in a pilot that we made called Don't Tape Over in 2019. We released that. I'll put a link to that in the description. And she's been in lots of our sketches over the years, and she was on this podcast about 2 years ago. But since then, her solo music act, Self Esteem, has just blown up. She's everywhere now. She's basically famous. She's been on, I mean, I won't go into what she's been on because Matt does that at the start of the episode, but it's absolutely incredible. She released an amazing album called Prioritize Pleasure last year, and it's amazing how well it's done. She's been, I mean, as I said, I want to go into what she's done because, she's been Brit nominated, Mercury Award nominated. She's been on Gogglebox, Celebrity Gogglebox, that is. She's done all sorts, but as I say, Matt goes through all that at the start of the episode. But I just wanted to give a quick intro, to anyone who didn't know sort of our background with her. And we do talk a little bit about old times in Sheffield and stuff like that on the podcast. And hopefully it's not, too self-indulgent. Also got to give Rebecca extra thanks for her time because, she's so busy right now. But also, as you'll hear in the podcast, we were supposed to have her come down in person to do the pod, but she found out on the day that she had COVID, so she was feeling a little bit under the weather. She was well enough to do the podcast, obviously, but, she didn't have to do that, and I really appreciate her still giving her time on Zoom, even though she was feeling a little bit under the weather. So, yeah, thanks so much to her for that. And I think that's everything I wanted to say. I wanted to keep this intro relatively short. I feel like this podcast has quite a chaotic, delirious kind of energy as it goes on, but it's a lot of fun, and I really hope you enjoy it. Merry Christmas. Enjoy the podcast.
Fucking, I'm so nervous.
Why?
You got self-esteem on the show, do you know what I mean?
Shut up. It's funny though, isn't it? I'm an absolute FOMO now.
I know.
Can you believe?
Yeah.
Absolutely mental.
An appearance on Sunday Brunch. An appearance on the rebooted shows Big Breakfast and Nevermind the Buzzcocks. A performance and interview on the Graham Norton Show. Nominated for a Brit Award. Nominated for a Mercury Award. Composed the soundtrack to the West End one-woman Jodie Comer play Prima Facie, which is set to go to Broadway. Appeared on Jules Holland numerous times. A contestant in the New Year's Taskmaster special. A worthy opponent on the Richard Osman's House of Games, a part in a new Sky sitcom, an incredible performance at Glastonbury Festival 2022, set to support Blur at the O2, nominated for a Q Award in 2019, picked up an Attitude Award in 2021. The album Prioritize Pleasure was described as remarkable in a 5-star Guardian review. It was also Album of the Year from The Guardian and The Sunday Times, and a Metacritic score indicating universal acclaim. Rebecca Lucy Taylor, aka Self Esteem, I have to ask you, what was it like meeting Tim Lovejoy for the first time on Sunday Brunch? Because it must have been a lot, surely. I mean,
It never gets any easier, but it never gets any harder.
yeah, you'd have. Did you? I'm presuming you'd have met him. No, hold on. Did you ever go on Sunday Brunch?
Slow Club went on.
Yeah, Slow Club.
A long time
and
ago.
I really thought I'd made it that day.
Yeah,
I bet. I'd feel like that.
Yeah, I did. I thought, this is it. We did Aled Jones's show and Sunday Brunch the same week. And I thought, here we go. Fame and fortune on the way.
Because I remember last time you came on our podcast 2 years ago, you were saying, I want to be on telly, but there's no telly to be on. All there is Sunday Brunch. And I guess at that stage, that's all there was. But
well, it was like, as a musician, you can only get on Sunday Brunch, really, or Jules Holland. And then there's no other music shows. But what has weirdly happened this year for me is, I don't know, I'm a telly personality now.
Pivoted into celebrity, into personality.
Weird, isn't it? I don't want to be a celebrity, but I am good at going on the telly. So...
Do you feel like a celebrity now?
No.
But as in,
Now.
like, in the sense of, have you noticed any change in anything, like... Are you at the level where, like, you're being recognised on the street and things like this?
A little bit, but not much.
Not really,
And
no,
I
okay.
also think if you know, I'm a very niche,
Yeah, right.
person. What's nice is I've always said I can do all these things, haven't I? And then now everyone's sort of believing that I can, but a part of me is annoyed because I'm like, well, I've been here 15 years, being this talented,
about
like,
15 years
and now
ago.
I'm actually just tired.
Yeah, they're just like, who's this overnight celebrity just come bursting on?
But you can't get music. It's so hard to like make. Like I've done so much press, but I still haven't got like hardly any Spotify streams. It all makes no sense. I'm the Bermuda Triangle of music industry. It's fine. But I know if I wanted to, I could try really hard now and be like Holly Willoughby by the end of next year. But obviously, I want to make music. And,
What, queue jumping? Rebecca, something else we do need to cover, because it has been said that we sometimes mention Mr Blobby on this podcast.
I think it's every episode.
There's
It's when it
rumours-
comes up, though, Ryan. It's natural.
It
comes up
it's a
naturally.
natural.
No, do you know, I thought it was a recent thing that we'd started mentioning Blobby all the time. And then I was listening back to, like, episode 18, and Blobby's there, getting mentioned.
Of course
So
he is. It's
just
a fundamental part of our wiring.
Yeah,
Blobby's
so,
on the brain.
so it would. I feel like we do have to cover this. I know people have been at your door wanting answers and asking you about your experience with Mr Blobby, but of course you went on The Big Breakfast, recently rebooted, and you were on there, and you were actually surprised by the Blancmange Brut, weren't you? So can you just tell us how that felt, and tell the terrible listeners, what it's like to meet the Blobby himself or itself? 2020?
Yeah, so on the research call for Big Breakfast, I somehow ended up talking about Blobby, of course, much like you guys always end up talking about him. And didn't know they were going to do that, and they did it, especially for me. And I felt equal
amazing.
parts terrorised and aroused, which is,
Yeah.
part of the course.
Let's take a listen to the reaction.
What reaction?
I will do it in post. Well, Rebecca.
So now we've got to react and not see it. Oh, right, good. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, you can hear in the voice how excited you are at the time. But Rebecca, we wanted to go a little bit further really, and go the extra mile, and that's what we like to do in our podcast, not like these other 2-bit ones. But nobody's asked Mr Blobby how he felt meeting you.
That is true, yeah.
So we've actually caught up with him, and we managed to get a few words out of him.
But how?
Yeah.
Because I don't speak, but I don't understand his language. I know some people do, and it's got quite specific dialect.
We've got it translated. Yeah, there's
Oh my God, really?
yeah, people don't know about this, but Noel Edmonds brought out like a book,
Oh, right, of
like
course.
a translation
Yeah, yeah.
of how to
It was
speak
audio
Blobby.
cassettes that you could get, wasn't it? Like,
Yeah.
Teach Yourself Blobby.
Pack of
yeah.
6. Yeah.
Yeah.
But do you know
No,
as
you
well?
take it
Still
for
get them
here.
online.
No, yeah, you can get them. Yeah, they're quite rare.
Really? Oh my God.
Yeah.
What are you saying though, Ryan?
No, it's just, well, maybe we should listen to the translated audio first, but I was just going to bring up, because we were talking a few episodes ago about what is Mr. Blobby, and I assumed he was an alien. But no, since then, I've caught up with this. There's a great guy on YouTube, Stuart Millard,
Yes.
who does brilliant like deep dives into 90s culture, and is really worth looking up. And he did one about Blobby and these Blobby VHSs that came out in the 90s that are just the biggest cash-in going. But it does look into like the heritage of what Mr. Blobby is and where he came from. And apparently he's a form of dinosaur that survived.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So he's
Oh
from,
my
so he's been
God.
around longer than anything on Earth, and he was there with the dinosaurs. He was there with the Neanderthals. He was there, in medieval times. He was there in the Renaissance.
Yeah.
and not him, but his species.
Yeah.
And he's one of the last remaining of it. So that's what he is.
Yeah.
But he
That's
also
good.
speaks a very specific old.
Can we
version.
put a link actually to the video?
Yeah, we'll do. Yeah,
we'll do
yeah.
that to the deep dive by
It's
what's
really
his name
good.
again?
Stuart Millard.
Stuart Millard. Yeah, that really is.
That makes a
fantastic.
lot of sense.
Yeah, it does.
Because
doesn't it?
he has got Dino.
Blood.
He's got a dino vibe for sure. They obviously hadn't paid for the vocoder or anything, so the man inside the Blobby had just been told probably not to say anything, but obviously...
Interesting.
I obviously didn't leave him alone the whole time, and he ended up just being like... I can't remember what I asked him, but he just went, Blobby, Blobby.
right, okay.
Just hear this like muted voice like, Blobby, Blobby.
So is this maybe like the, I know you're not the real Santa Claus, but you work for him kind of vibe? They've got some guy.
Right. No, well, I wanted to feel like it was Blobby, but it certainly wasn't. But I think there's something like a Blobby handbook where you have to, like, you can't stand still for more than 30 seconds. And if you don't, you have to punch something or fall over something. Because he was
like
just
me.
stood and no one was near him and he just fell over. It literally was like that.
Wasn't even on camera. Wasn't it even?
No, it wasn't even on camera. I honestly watched him. We had like these little white picket fences on Big Breakfast, and he was just stood, not on camera, no one looking at him, and then he just completely like banged into it and made it all break and fell over and rolled around.
My God, I would love to be Mr. Blobby for a day. Our friend Maeve was Pudsey Bear for a day, wasn't she? And she was saying she had to do a course on like a little, a sort of short course on how to
wave,
be Pudsey,
etc.
in Pudsey's manner and stuff.
Oh, wow.
So you're saying when Blobby approached you on Big... So do they put that on after the Blobby, Blobby, Blobby? Or is it just sometimes the guy inside the suit's got some kind of...
I probably think back in the day, the guy in the suit had the vocoder.
Right.
And mic'd up or something? Maybe not. Or maybe it was in post.
Was that his name, Mike Tupp?
Well,
back when Mike Tupp did it, he just mastered the sound himself. He could throw his voice.
But that was, you're saying there's some guy in a suit. Okay, people cosplay as Blobby now.
Sure.
Maybe this is one of these guys. But obviously you also met the real Blobby. And here's what he had to say about meeting you, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Cool. Sorry, of course.
She might have not realised this at the time, but I was probably more excited to meet Rebecca than she was me. During my darker days, when I wasn't on television as much, I really found solace in the Slow Club albums. And a particular favourite song of mine, It's Christmas and You're Boring Me. I'd often dreamt about going round to her house and smashing the place up, picturing all the plates and the ornaments on the shelves being knocked over as I stumble around. In my head, I'd arrive at the house just after she'd made some plates of whipped cream. She'd get one in her face, as would I. Then, after a bit of a wrestle, we'd both end up on the floor, me unable to get back up again, and I'd have to stay the night. So thank you, Rebecca, for making Mr. Blobby Mr. Blushy. And I really do wish you the best for your future. And if you're ever making a house of cards out of playing cards, please invite me round so I can smash it to bits. Lots of love, Mr. Blobby.
Oh my God.
there you go.
That was amazing.
So nice.
Yeah.
That's so nice.
Hard to
Oh,
go
I
on that
didn't
guy.
realise. He played it very cool.
Yeah. Which is a first for Blobby, isn't it?
I suppose. But I suppose, his playing it cool still involves falling over quite a lot.
Sure.
And tripping up on his words and, bumping into things.
He hoped he'd fall over and not be able to get back up again and have to stay the night.
I think he knew he could probably get back up again with some help, but he wanted to stay.
Yeah.
It's just the image of you kind of putting a blanket over him.
Yeah. I'd
Before bed.
cuddle him. I would cuddle him.
It would be lovely to cuddle. Is he quite soft in real life?
Yeah, soft, and he was a bit mucky.
Well, that's part of the charm, isn't it? The feet are always filthy. I mean, we've talked about this before, but the feet are filthy. He doesn't wear socks or shoes, does he? So they're going to be...
They needed
they're gonna have
a
a
wipe
thick-
down.
thick layer of sort of, when people don't wear shoes, the feet become callousy and thick. I'm sure his feet are like that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Wow, that was amazing. Thank you.
No, that's
so
our
much.
pleasure, actually, Becky. We
Yeah.
wanted to make sure we could provide that for you today.
Or Rebecca, as
Rebecca,
is.
sorry.
You're the last
is
remaining
known.
dinosaurs calling me Becky.
Sorry, it's far too
No, it's
casual.
fine. It's quite cute now.
Well, Becky/Rebecca, we want to introduce you to the show and say thank you very much for coming on. And also, I'd like to say hello to our listeners as well at this point.
Yeah.
if you don't
hi,
mind,
listeners.
and introduce the co-hosts today. We've got good old-fashioned Ryan Houses here today.
Hello.
How are you feeling about today's episode?
Good. It's a shame because obviously Rebecca was going to come and be in person in the studio, and,
Yes.
and she has a little bit of COVID going on. So unfortunately, it's a shame that we are all separate.
Yes.
But maybe for the best, because also we are without water and flushing toilets in the studio right now, which isn't ideal.
What are you doing about that?
Well, I just poured like a gallon of fresh drinking water from the shop down the toilet just now, just to get rid of my doings.
Because it wasn't mineral water.
My
Yeah.
doings.
Ryan, you've got doings everywhere. Not again.
So I don't know how long it's going to be for. It seems like a pretty massive problem. It's like in the entire area of North West London at the minute.
The news reports were saying quite a while.
Yeah.
Which seemed,
So
Christmas is cancelled.
all I've got to drink is lager.
I know.
yeah.
Well, I can think of worse and
look,
worse.
look.
So bloody.
Oh, looks like my toilet's broke too.
Oh, fucking right.
Couldn't think of worse.
I guess it.
I am truly doing a science experiment here, which is what happens if you drink Corona
Or
whilst with Corona.
or any other, lagers.
Maybe, it cancels it out, doesn't it? Alcohol kills disease. Isn't that true?
It's true. Bacteria.
Isn't alcohol in wipes that are used to kill bacteria?
100%.
So it makes perfect sense to just
Stuck
get...
on the wipes. It's fine.
Yeah, when you're out of booze and you don't have the money to get any more, sometimes you do have to just
Suck on the wipes.
Yeah, suck on the wipes. Not the Dettol ones, though. John, you are Sir John Patrick, and how do you feel about today's show? And how long have you been a fan
Very
of
good.
Self Esteem?
At least going back literally months.
You finally you finally stopped listening to Slow Club.
Finally.
Matt
Oh yeah,
hasn't.
you were in that.
Matt
you were in that band,
refuses
weren't
to
you?
get on the self-esteem train.
I honestly just don't get it.
Don't believe the hype.
It's just there's not.
Oh my God.
There's just not enough
It's really
mentions.
funny though, because everyone, all I hear now is compliments, and it's really nice to hear with it.
There's not enough lyrics about kind of mashed potato islands and trees that are made of broccoli for me.
Or how men feel.
Yes, exactly,
That's my-
exactly. Thank you, Rebecca. And of course, the voice you can hear there is Rebecca Lucy Taylor, aka Self Esteem.
Hello.
Now,
Oh, yeah.
Rebecca, this is a Christmas special. It's made even more special with you being on it, I believe. Probably the most special thing about it, some could argue. But it's also a time of year that we like to put together a lovely, seldom differs terrible features Christmas story. John's wearing a Christmas hat, by the way, a Santa Claus hat, which seems to be getting
Honestly,
longer
we're
and
into
harder
the
as time goes
30th
on.
year of John's head giving me joy. What a mad fucking story
That is
that
bonkers,
is.
isn't it?
He gets enough stick with just us two, but I love it when a guest
Yeah.
gets involved as well.
I call them the bullies.
I was the original bully. I used to draw John in school as a balloon. So his own body, it was John's body holding onto the string of a balloon that was his head.
There were others, Rebecca. Don't worry about that. I was a bit of a prick about it as well. Or blank that name. Please bleep that out.
What did
But
he
he had a
do?
bald spot from about the age of 15. I used to rib him for that.
Quietly for him never to hear, John.
It's
I used to rib it in my own head.
enough room.
No, me and John, we
Jesus
were...
Christ. The attacks.
Sorry,
It's
go
a
on, what we're
positive thing
doing.
having a big head. It looks great on camera.
It is true, it pulls focus.
But what you were saying, Ryan, is that
No, just it's a shame on camera, on Zoom right now, where you're in your own little box, because there's no perspective, there's nothing to compare it to. It's nice
Get
when you're
your
next
child
to...
in.
Oh, yeah, or just... Yes.
No, she's asleep at the minute. Here's a full-size men's gilet next to my head. As you can see.
Wow.
yeah. Just for the listener here,
that's
John
about right,
is
actually.
picking up what looks like a tiny waistcoat
Thank you. Yeah.
popping next to his head. That is great perspective there, John. So this year, Rebecca, we're going to be doing our take on the Nativity, Ryan, won't we?
Yeah, so I think the thing is, I think if we knew for sure Self Esteem Rebecca Lucy Taylor was coming on, like we probably wouldn't have done this Nativity, to be honest. We'd have just dedicated the episode to having Rebecca on. But because it was kind of a last minute thing, we sort of had this Nativity half made.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Let's do both.
So that's the idea. So what we think we want to do is, if you're up for it, are you willing to be the narrator in our school play?
Yes, of course. Have you spoke to my agent?
Well, no, I was hoping to try and just go bypass the agent directly, go direct to source.
We're not releasing this episode. This is purely for us.
Yes, of course I will.
For the listeners, I think also this is obviously like a bit of a Christmas treat for our regular listeners. I'm assuming we might have some unregular listeners to this episode because we have Rebecca on the show. I would say part one of this Nativity is perfectly accessible to any audience. Later on, we're going to do part two. That's a lot less accessible. It's a lot more in-jokey and it's worrying to a degree.
In jokes to you lot or me?
In jokes to the public who listen, as in like listeners to our show.
Terrible listeners.
Terrible fans, FOTS, friends of the family, friend of the show.
Yeah.
But we're going to leave that second half till the end. So
Yeah, or just pause the podcast now, go back, listen to the previous 80-odd episodes.
that's the thing to do, yeah.
And then
You
come back
understand
to it, and then
everything,
you can relate to some of the
It's
characters.
Christmas. People have got time, haven't they? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
yeah.
I've
Okay.
got time. I've got 10 days isolation now.
Right.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, should we do another 5 specials?
Yes. The 12 days of Christmas.
Yeah.
I'm up for it. Right.
So listener, sit back, relax, and enjoy the terrible Nativity.
'Twas the month of March, and spring was here, and Kirsty with her pals had gone for a beer, or a gin or wine, or perhaps all three, in a cocktail the girls called the Holy Trinity. Kirsty finished her drink, stood up from the table, and walked to the bar as best as she was able. The exchange she would have as she stood at the bar would be the most important in her life by far.
Girls, I'm going at bar. Excuse me, love. Excuse me, cheers. Are you being served, love?
Not yet, no. I'm just seeing what's on tap. A little disappointed. I'm looking for a Hazy J, but no sign of that. A lot of Carlin, I notice. A lot of Fosters.
Oh, Hazy J, what is that, a cocktail or something?
No. It's just the perfect beer. It really is.
Oh, our Kieran drinks that Stella Artois. That's why I like to call him Stella Artois.
No, I would never drink that. I do like my IPAs, my indie pale ales, as I call them. Listen, where are my manners? Gabriel.
Oh, like the angel.
No, actually, after Peter Gabriel, the singer. My dad was a big fan when I was born and on a lot of below.
Oh, Peter Gabriel, what did he sing now?
Oh, don't get me singing. You could have a big dipper.
Oh, that's a lovely voice.
Thank you.
Have you got a big dipper?
No, that's great. No, I think it's really progressive that, women are making dick jokes. I really do.
Oh, well, you'll get plenty of that in here, love. Hey, listen, I've not seen you round here. I'd recognise your hat. You know?
Well, yes, I've never been in. I just had my night ruined because
Right.
I was meant to be going to an indie disco around here, right? And that
Okay.
kind of pisses me off anyway. Indie discos in general, the name,
Right.
like it's a novelty. Like
Okay.
it really takes out the serious nature of indie music. But they do still play great tunes.
Right.
So I'm going to go. So I turns up. I didn't pre-book a ticket. I didn't think I'd have to.
Right.
And it's fully booked. There was
Right.
literally no more room at the indie disco.
Oh, well, sorry to hear that, love. Anyway, I'm just going to get some drinks. Excuse me, love, can I get 4 gin and tonics, please?
Oh dear, I hope they're not all for you.
No, of course they're not, you silly bugger.
Oh good, I was going to say, I think a woman in your condition probably shouldn't be slinging back the G&Cs.
Sorry, what do you mean, my condition?
Oh, I just with, being preggers and all that.
What? You what?
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have.
You think... Oh, my God.
No,
Oh,
no, I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that. That was silly of me. I really regret saying that.
No, you shouldn't have said that. Because let me tell you something. Gabriel, posh name.
That's harsh.
Sometimes women get bloated.
Sure.
I might have had bread, for all
Yeah.
you know.
I
I
get
might
it.
have had some fizzy drinks, for
Yeah.
all you know. So
Yeah.
think about that next time you're going around telling everyone they're pregnant.
No, I've learnt a lesson here. Honestly, I've learnt a lesson. But I just...
Piss off.
Yeah, sure. No props. Have a good night.
But Gabriel's comments, they stuck in her mind, and in fairness, her period, it wasn't on time. So she dashed to the chemist and bought a test quick, and in McDonald's toilet she pissed on a stick. She looked at the test and it puzzled her eyes. In the window, not one, but 2 little lines. It couldn't be true, it must be bullshit, 'cause her true love, Kieran, he said he'd had the snip.
Kieran. What?
You definitely got that vasectomy, didn't you?
Oh yeah. It's just in the fridge, yeah. Oh, actually, thinking about it, when your mum came round, I think she might have ate it. But I did definitely get it.
I mean, the snip. You did go to the doctors and get your knob snipped, didn't you? You know, so we can't have any more kids. I don't want to end up like Sharon. Mind you, she's lucky. That snake just lays eggs. Be easy just giving birth to eggs, wouldn't it? Lucky bitch.
All that. All that. Oh, get me knob snips. Yeah, defo got that done. Yeah. I got receipt somewhere.
All right. Well, it's just... I've just done a pregnancy test, and it's come back positive.
Oh, that's good.
That means I'm pregnant, Kieran.
All right. Congratulations.
No, you're not getting it, Kieran. If you've had the snip, and I've not shagged anyone else, which I haven't, do you see what I'm saying?
Are you saying I've shagged someone else? Because I haven't. In ages.
No, Kieran, no. I'm saying the only explanation here is it's a miracle birth. I'm like Mary in the Bible. And that Gabriel weren't just a posh twat. He was an angel. I've always thought there's something spiritual about my womb, and this proves it. Kieran, I'm having... Kieran, I'm having God's baby. Oh, I'd pay to see Sharon's face when I tell him all about this in Answorth Hunn's WhatsApp group.
So, it's not mine?
Well, it can't be, can it?
So I don't have to wipe its bum or feed it her out?
No, I think Vicar will do that.
Get in.
And from that day forth, wherever she'd go, from Sheffield to Rotherham, she'd preach high and low. There is a new gospel, God has a new son. And not only that, but she is the mum. Did people believe her? God, no, did they fuck? But Kirsty cared not, for she was awestruck.
And the thing is, Faye, the only explanation is I'm the new Mary Magdalene.
All right. Mary Magdalene weren't Jesus' mum, though. She was his girlfriend, I think.
All right, Boffin, you're just like your cousin John, you. Rate know-it-all. Get this, though. Guess when it's due?
When?
Christmas Day. If that's not proof, I don't know what is.
That is freaky, to be fair. You won't be coming to a concert, then?
What concert?
You not heard? Big pop stars reunion in Blackpool. Christmas Day. Just been announced. They've got ESA, Liberty X, One True Voice, Gareth Gates, and a Will Young tribute act.
How did you hear about that so fast?
I followed the Star.
You what?
Sheffield Star. I follow it on Twitter. And they've got Nasty Nick from Big Brother hosting it, if he turns up.
Well, don't God work in mysterious ways? To put my dream concert right when his baby's due. He must want me to give birth in Blackpool. Kieran, we're going to Blackpool on Christmas Day.
Yeah, sound, whatever.
But Kieran was given a year driving ban, so he had to think fast. He needed a plan. And then, at the last minute, a miracle came. He heard his mate Donkey was going that way. Donkey was a legend, a hell of a man, and he'd take them to Blackpool in his camper van.
All right, Donkey mate. Cheers for lifting that.
Oh, hello, Kieran, pal. Your carriage awaits.
Kieran, that is not a caravanette. It's a mucky old transit van. It's not even got glass in windows.
It's natural icon, innit? You've got to look out for environment these days, haven't you?
Your mate Donkey cares about the environment, does he?
I honestly think he does, yeah.
Kieran, I once saw him flush the contents of his bathroom bin. You promised me a caravanette.
Well, it's got a bed in back. You can sit in front with Donkey anyway.
Oh, great. I love chatting about Greg's sausage rolls and scaffolding. Hiya, Donkey, love.
All right, Kirsty, love. Is that a baby in your belly? Are you just pleased to see me?
Oh yeah, I remember why they call him Donkey now. Right, I'll go round and jump in front then.
Oh, there might be a little issue there.
What?
Hello, Kirsty.
Oh God. Sharon, as I live and breathe, what the bloody hell are you doing here?
ESA reunion in Blackpool on Christmas Day.
What a mad idea.
Not missing that for the world. Pure and simple.
I mean, why are you in Donkey's van? This is our lift.
Well, Donkey's my new lover. And you know why they call him Donkey, don't you?
Yeah, because when he laughs, he sounds like a fucking donkey.
No, it's 'cause his cock is massive, like a donkey's.
Don't forget Harry.
Shut up, donkey.
Well, get out anyway. I'm going to have to sit up front. I'm pregnant with God's kid, so...
Oh yeah, think I saw that on your Facebook status. No can do, I'm afraid. I had a ride on a donkey last night. Bareback. Need a comfy seat for my sore arse.
You need 2 seats for that arse, love.
You what?
Hey, there's a lovely comfy mattress in back there, Kirsty, love. I sleep on that most nights. Just don't drink them bottles of apple juice. It's piss, you see.
Fuck's sake.
See, it's not that bad in here, is it?
It's a building site on wheels. Also, can you believe that snake Sharon slithering away into my special Christmas? Not surprising though.
Honestly, she does my head in. I cannot believe I used to be mates with that. New year, new me. Me and Sharon, we were best mates, taking selfies in Weatherspoons and Yaters. Happy hour, 5 till 7, we share our location, #heaven. Then I started seeing Kieran, you got jealous and started smearing. Going on Facebook, spreading shit, telling lies bigger than Donkey's dick, huge. Now I'm having God's son or daughter. Here's some advice, don't you think you ought to have some respect, try and be nice. Here's me a Merry Christmas, slither off on the ice because Sharon's a snake. One day she'll say sorry, I'll say sorry too late. I've moved on, no time for apologies now, love. Sharon's two-faced. She'll hug you and she'll stab you in the back. She's a fake. She's faker than her own tan. But it is Christmas, a time for forgiveness, I suppose. And as it is Christmas and a Christmas special, please put your hands together for Self Esteem!
Old habits die for a couple of weeks, and then I don't start doing them again because I've got something called willpower. I'm just one of them people, I just say it how it is. I'm living, I'm laughing, I'm loving. You are okay, hon. You've got this. Let the fun begin this Christmas.
Couldn't have said it better myself, love. All together now!
Sharon's a snake. One day she'll say sorry, I'll say sorry too late.
She'll come crawling back, she always does.
Sharon's two-faced. She'll hug you and she'll stab you in the back. She's a fake.
Faker than her own eyebrows. It's a new year, new old self-esteem. I promised this on my Nana's coffee and I swore it on my kids' eyes. I'm not getting involved.
Welcome to Blackpool.
Where are you two staying then? Donkey's booked us a room at the Grand.
Oh, I don't know. Where did you book us, Kieran?
I just thought we could stay in Donkey's camper van. Like in here.
You've not booked anywhere.
No. Let's have a walk about. There's loads of hotels around here. I'm sure we'll find somewhere. And we'll leave that there for now. I wonder if they'll find anywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Stay
Thrilling.
tuned.
Wow.
Stay tuned to
Thanks
find out.
for bearing with us.
Oh, hold on,
Yeah.
Ryan. I've got a little red flashing light on me.
Oh.
On the old answer machine.
System.
Hold on, go on.
Oh.
Yeah.
call through to the Terrible Features answering machine. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hi Rebecca, it's me, ex-Family Fortunes contestant, ex-Terrible Features guest and Matt's mum, Tina. Remember when I said I would solve those photos of you throwing up in my bathroom and on my bath mat to the press when you were famous? Well, here we are. Would you prefer them in the Heat magazine or the Sheffield Star? By the way, what was it like meeting Tim Lovejoy for the first time?
Tina there, your mum.
Your mum has been blackmailing me for coming up 11 years now.
Wow.
Look, if she were going to do it, she'd have done it by now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, you're peak fame. Do you know what I mean at this point?
Well,
Yeah.
I bought her a new bath mat.
That's true.
You actually did buy a new bath mat, didn't you?
Yes.
Bless.
I
That's
brought
very
it and I
kind.
gave it you in Asda.
You know when we were at college, particularly me and Ryan, we did a lot of stuff at college which was worthy of being in the Sheffield Star press.
Yeah.
And
They
actually,
did cover you a lot, though, didn't
yeah,
they?
and they covered when we did our first show. It's Irrelevant
Yeah.
down at the Library Theatre. We got a spread because we had that photo of you, didn't we? As Janet, was it
Yeah.
Janet?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
And we got a double page spread for something we did. You know, it's absolutely fantastic. Did you?
Double page
Yeah.
spread.
I'm sure we got.
It was a double page spread because the picture of me looking horrendous was massive.
Yeah.
It was back when I had
It
no
was really big.
self-worth, so I couldn't cope with shit like that. But now it's funny. It's funny.
Yeah, I've kept the cutting.
Yeah.
Did you know? I've got it in one of my scrapbooks. Yeah,
Oh.
all of our press. But now, as a Sheffield Star yourself, Becky,
Nice.
Rebecca,
Nice.
did they ever cover you in the Sheffield Star?
I don't know, they
Because I know
might have. They
you've
must
done
have.
Grazie, been on front of Grazie to name but one, and some other stuff as well. Some big newspapers. Right, help me out here.
Well, like Guardian reviews. And
I've been
all that
everywhere.
stuff.
Even the
Yeah.
Sun has come for me.
Were you in
Really?
Stylist?
Yeah.
Were you in? I feel like
Stylist,
cover
yeah.
stylist,
Yeah. Amazing.
Did you ever get anything from Sheffield Star?
Matt, I don't know. I think so.
Did your mum not go, oh, I saw you in Star?
I'll save you the
They
cutting.
don't get it, do they?
It's true. Yeah, my parents don't anymore.
It's all online now, isn't
Well,
it?
it is. My parents started getting the app, saying, "Wait, what's the point in buying it? Get it all on app for free." And it was like the app is just the printouts of the Sheffield Star content. But then they never.
Print media's dead.
And then they were like, "Well, we don't even look at that now."
Oh.
So, because when you said
Why are they
double,
getting the news? Twitter.
Yeah, bloody
well,
hell.
probably. Well, my dad's on Facebook, so but
Right,
most
that is
of
reliable.
most of his stuff is
That's a real reliable
most of his things on Facebook are just like, if you want good luck, share this post.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Yeah.
I want good luck. Right, how'd you share this now then? What did you press it? Is that it? Share. Right. What now then?
What happens now?
Do you remember this from 19? Yes, I was remember that from 70s.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you remember blackboards?
I remember this from 70s. It's
Nothing like banging two blackboard rubbers together. What a
Chopper
feeling.
bikes, remember that? You know.
Yeah.
I had one.
I'll tell you, I mean, listen, we're halfway through the show, but what we haven't done yet is, and you might remember this from the last time you were on, Rebecca, is reveal our wheel, our feature wheel.
Ah,
Oh, yeah, I love the wheel.
Sounds like
sounds like it.
Tell your
now.
face. Tell your bloody face.
I've got COVID-19.
I know. So if you don't mind, we just so we can say it's been a terrible show, we've done a feature. Ryan, can you please reveal that wheel?
Dafter than Taskmaster, this.
Ah, thank you.
Anyway, yeah, here it is.
Here it is.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Wow.
Now, Ryan, can
It's
you?
under the cloth.
It's under the
currently.
cloth. So can
Yeah,
you
so we can just see
take
the
off
outline.
the cloth?
Wow.
Now, would you look?
Wow.
What do you think?
I love what you've done there, Ryan. I think
yeah.
it's a very
Wheel.
because self esteem is on the show.
Really, really
it is
good.
festive, but it's.
It's festive, yeah.
I can see it's the two. Is that the 2 points of the Meadowhall shopping centre in Sheffield at either side of the wheel
Yes, of course, yes.
at
yes.
Christmas?
At Christmas, but I put the Christmas lights on them.
Yeah, that looks
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
You remember how exciting it were in Meadowhall Christmas lights? They don't
Oh,
bother
man.
now.
Do
Yes.
they not?
Disneyland. I think they do Christmas lights, but either my standard of Christmas lights got too high or they're shit now.
So yeah,
That's possible.
Just for anyone who doesn't know, Meadowhall Shopping Centre is a big shopping centre in Sheffield, and Rebecca, for her Glastonbury outfit, she had these, what would you call them, like boob covers? I don't know if you call them that, but each one was a bra.
I was thinking bras are called boob covers right until this day.
Of course.
Boob covers matched to knickers.
Oh dear.
Boob covers.
So it was a bra, but the particular parts that covered the breasts themselves were in the shape of the roof of Meadowhall Shopping Centre, as a tribute to Meadowhall Shopping Centre, of course.
Yes, well, Madonna famously had a cone bra, the Jean Paul Gaultier cone bra. You'll know that.
What was that in what was that in the shape of? Like the shard?
It was just cones.
Right.
No, shard wasn't up yet.
Oh, new idea just dropped there from a London show.
Nice.
And I'd always had this idea because Meadowhall is so important to me. It represents America and celebrity and a world outside the one we were in as kids.
See, that's interesting because I wanted to ask you that. Why is it so close to your heart? But I think you just answered it there. Actually,
didn't you feel like that? It was the first place I ever went on my own. Scene of the first time that anyone held my hand.
Yeah,
the first job.
Oh, yeah. You worked at fucking Quicksilver?
I worked at Quicksilver.
Wow.
Surf board riders in landlocked Sheffield. Yes, very completely useless job.
Pretty duty place to work.
Selling surfboards to nobody.
Well, funnily enough, I've worked in Meadowhall too. I worked at Argos, of course, famously. John worked at Snappy Snaps for a while. Like
Jesus
the creep
Christ.
that he is.
In Meadowhall?
How many times have we been through this?
No, but...
How many times?
Let me get
You worked at Argos.
Yeah.
And I worked at Click, Photo Point.
Sorry, I'm so
Every
sorry.
time you call it Snappy Snaps.
Snappy Snaps.
And I
Click.
just didn't work there.
I'm so sorry. But Meadowhall...
Hang on, I can't remember John working in Meadowhall.
It was
Well,
uni
he was
days.
there, he weren't working. Thank you.
No, but I mean, he worked also in Burger King in Meadowhall, didn't he? So
No, I did
Is that wrong?
not.
No,
I
that was
worked
at
in
Services, wasn't it?
Burger King at Woodall Services.
Woodall Services, which was where we all had jobs. I actually never did Woodall Services. but everyone
And
else
Green
did.
Scene, Garden Centre and Nursery
Of
on the
course.
A57 just outside.
Let me get my
Bromwich.
point across
Another
here.
classic job.
Listen, John was working there. Meadowhall flooded, famously.
It did.
And that would have been an ideal time to sell surfboards. Let's move on.
Yeah, sorry.
I've gone through different emotions with Meadowhall over the years, which is like, I loved it as a kid, and then also into teenagehood, it was like you described, it was like a kind of place to go where it was kind of exciting.
Friends, chicks.
Before you could go out in the evenings, it was somewhere to go in the daytime with your friends, on your own for the first time. And then
Matt
it
was
became
going around undoing girls' boob covers with one hand.
goodness me,
Round and round Meadowhall.
no, I mean, obviously thinking about that kind of thing, but not doing any of it, of course. Have you ever seen a girl's boob cover? But-
Edible boob cover.
But then it became known as But then it became known as
I've bought them.
edible underwear.
Sorry,
really.
Ryan.
Then
Finish your point.
It became known as Meadow Hell in my mind.
Yes.
And people used to call it Meadow Hell. 'cause
That's
it was-
your dad. You're being influenced by your dad,
Well,
Ryan.
possibly so, yeah.
Dads say
My dad
call
would-
it Meadow
my
Hell,
dad
but it's
would
not
call it
hell.
that, yeah.
But
It's heaven.
And then perhaps it's not even hell because maybe I've been there once or twice. It's been super busy because I've gone at the busy time of year. But really, it's probably sound. But what I'd forgotten about, you posted recently on your social media an image of, and I was like, what is that? And it was from the Oasis in Sheffield, and it was a kind of was it like a Spanish theme bar or something? Or
Yes.
So
I actually never went. We never went in him.
yeah, me neither. But it was
They
one
were
of them
like
where
the
you're
bougie bits.
yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
wouldn't
like
have gone
sort
in
of-
them. They're too expensive.
Yeah. Never ever set foot in it.
Me neither. And it was a treat to even go to the Rock Island Diner, to be fair.
I never even went there.
Did you
Well,
not?
I was allowed Jack and Potato Shop.
That's it.
yeah.
Yeah. Or McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Just for the listeners,
McDonald's,
the
yeah.
Oasis was like a food court within
Yeah.
Meadowhall Shopping Centre.
So quite a lot of things have happened this year, and they're like, we would love to film Rebecca doing a special performance for blah blah.com or whatever. And that comes up a lot. And every single time I go, right, well, I'll do it, but it's got to be in the Meadowhall food court.
Yes.
And it always
Yes,
falls apart and it
mate.
never happens. Like big music websites want to like film a special session, and unless they do it there, I'm not doing it.
So Meadowhall,
Amazing.
It's not happened yet.
Meadowhall aren't behind it. Then have they been asked? Have they been approached?
No, Meadowhall have been legends. They
Right.
want to. They want to. Apparently, they want to display my Glastonbury outfit in a glass box.
Cool.
In
Brilliant.
The
Oh, amazing.
which I think I should do. I
Yeah.
should do like an unveiling.
100%.
Be fucking
Yeah.
ridiculous about
That's
it.
amazing. That's
Take
so
off that
good.
cloth.
Yeah, like, I really do. And like, who could do the?
Me.
Who's the perfect? Like cutting a ribbon.
Like Sean Bean or someone like this, maybe, or
Yeah.
Jessica Ennis. What about Jessica Ennis?
Jessica Ennis would be good.
Yes.
A proper legit celebrity that's like, what the fuck are we doing here? That would be brilliant.
Magid would come down.
Yeah, Magid would do it. Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh,
Yeah.
Majid, of course. Yeah, ex-mayor of Sheffield. Ex, or is he still mayor?
No, X now, but
He's
yeah,
gone.
yeah.
Well, the wheel looks fantastic, though, Ryan.
Thanks.
I've got to say.
I feel like I have more to say about the Oasis, just because these areas that I just want to explain to the listener what it was, because I've never known anything like it since. It's like you're in a shopping mall food court. You've got your McDonald's.
Inside, outside.
Yeah, inside,
Yeah.
outside.
It is,
It felt like you're inside, but so you had your regular your McDonald's, your Pizza Hut, things like that.
Harry Ramsden's.
Harry Ramsden's. Even that's getting exotic. KFC. But then there was other bits to it which were like designed to look like the exterior
Exotic.
of like a Spanish restaurant in Spain, and
crazy,
it's as
wasn't
if you're like on the street. So you'd go into a restaurant that's almost been built like a set. It was like a set, I suppose,
Yes,
wasn't it?
it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's like Shoreditch Farmhouse. Or
And
whatever.
yeah, and I've never seen anything, and I'd forgotten about it until I saw that image that you put up on
yeah.
on Instagram.
Big fan of Inside Outside. On tour, you go in a lot of shopping malls, a lot of like food.
Right, they'll do that.
Well, just if we get particularly excited by an Inside Outside, but that was the original. Probably why I get so excited by it. These like facades that aren't real,
Yeah.
and it is like
Yeah.
like that's as close as I got to Disneyland or something, or Orlando.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Hollywood, isn't it?
Universal Studios or something. It was like Hollywood.
Yeah.
And it had the big arcade as well up there.
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
yeah.
Namco Village.
Yeah.
I wasn't allowed in there because too many germs.
Really?
Oh, okay.
So you never went to the Rock Island Diner? You never went into the arcade? Oh, I feel bad for you.
No.
I only went to the Rock Island Diner about twice ever, to be fair. Once was for a Halloween party.
Very posh.
Very. To be
But
fair,
it
that
was
is
posh.
very posh. Come
It
on.
was. No, you're right.
Ring bloody bell.
We'll give him
Somebody's
that.
doing well.
I say.
Thank you.
And let's not forget the lanes while we're at it. If we
Yeah,
are
I
going
know.
to
So
have
that I mean, people go, "Wow, how are you this artist? Is a multidisciplinary artist with all these creative ideas." Wow, and I want to say, well, it's the lanes. I learned everything I learned about art.
And
Last
Yeah.
picture
in
show.
the lanes.
the lanes.
Last picture show. Amazing shop. Got to be my favourite
The
shop.
lanes for the listener.
You should go and look at stuff.
A kind
Just
of
go
a
and
row
look
of little shops near the food court, which would sell like posters of Marvel characters.
Posters and dolly, like weird little.
It was
It'd
like,
be
Like
loads
for
of-
me, it was a lot about like mood rings and
Yeah.
beads and I mean, like black cord necklaces with like
Yeah.
a yin yang on or whatever. Oof.
Oh, man.
I
Yeah,
loved
a
that
thumb
shit
ring covered in
so-
skulls.
Thumb rings covered in skulls. Loved it.
yeah, amazing. And
Loved it.
It sort of had the feeling of like, it's like you go on holiday in, Barcelona or somewhere, and your mum goes, "Oh, I like this bit because it wrote like little back streets with little shops."
Yeah.
Yes, it was. Yeah, the lanes
Yeah.
was again. It was a continuation of feeling like you're on a Hollywood movie set, and this was a backstreet bazaar of sorts
Bizarre.
with different wares.
And you weren't far from Hollywood Bowl at the Centertainment. It really was.
See, Hollywood Bowl was really the hotbed of my, sexual awakening.
Really?
Wow.
Strike.
Yeah, all my original sort of. I mean, I didn't kiss anyone until I was about 15. Were I, John? 16. I was late in the game,
Don't know.
and but I did a lot of going bowling with people and stuff.
Yeah. I worked at a bowling alley, didn't I, Ryan?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just a bit of temping. Well, I think that's the third or fourth time I've told that joke on the podcast.
But we've also spoken, and Rebecca, I'm not sure if you're aware of this, about who was it who went on the date and who was following on the date
Oh no. So
to
yeah,
Hollywood Bowl?
we not spoke on the podcast about this. We were in person.
Have we not?
No, we spoke about it in person the other night. Actually, before we went to Rebecca's Mercury party, we were talking about it. Weirdly.
Oh no, what?
Oh no, nothing. I went on a date when I was like 17 and took the girl to the Hollywood Bowl, as you would, as you've suggested. It was the place to
Cool.
go. and all was going well. And then I noticed, like, in the bushes, around the corner as we left the Hollywood Bowl, Matthew Skillington was there watching me from a distance, spying on the date with our friend of the show, James Mansfield. Now, I believe when you say it, James was the instigator there.
He drove us down there.
He had the Yaris, so
I know that Yaris.
yeah. But obviously, weird for me to go. Oh, there's my friends over there in that bush over there.
Poor old Ryan.
And then we were there having a milkshake. Having a milkshake.
Matt, you were dating girls 5 a night, and poor old Ryan finally got to go to Hollywood Bowl.
And they came to my table and were like, "All right, I was what you were doing here."
Yeah.
On this date, Anna, with this girl, as you know, as I told you earlier.
I didn't realise we'd gone
Skills,
in.
prick.
But that would have been
approached.
all James Mansfield, to be fair.
In fairness, I don't know that she had a great awareness. And in fairness, we went out for a little bit after that. And
that's
then
all right.
I went on another date with someone, I think, who you went to school with, Rebecca, maybe? Called Lee.
was?
Lee, maybe? Maybe Lee. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe you didn't go to school with her. But also Hollywood Bowl.
How many of my friends have you got off with now, Ryan?
Well, no, I mean...
Not
I don't know.
enough.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
But that one didn't go well. That was a one-date wonder. I didn't think she liked the fact that I was keen to win. I really was competitive.
Yeah.
And I thought that was a good sign. It's like, you got to treat people equally. That's what I thought people wanted. But
I think it's when she was she was missing shots, and you were going, yes, get it.
You tripped her up.
You shit. But the wheel looks fantastic.
Oh, yeah, of course,
Now,
the wheel.
what
I forgot about the wheel.
I always think to myself, bloody hell, bloody good wheel. Does it bloody spin? Can we see if it
Bloody
spins?
good will. Does it bloody spin?
So that's another catchphrase.
yeah, so all it's got on there, of course, it's a bit of chipboard and a couple of Meadowhall tops.
Yeah,
for Christmas.
Breast covers.
Boob covers.
Boob covers.
Boob covers.
Sorry.
Give it a spin.
Oh, God, I feel mental. Oh, COVID-19.
Time to why.
Oh, good lord.
Oh, good lord.
Oh,
No
my
time to
goodness.
why.
This is
This is
frightening.
exciting.
This
This
is
is exciting.
frightening feature, this one.
Did you hear that, Rebecca? It's no time to why.
Have you ever played this before? Have you ever...
Wine. I whine all the time. That's all I do.
No, why? Why?
Oh, why?
Now, this feature came out around the time that the original James Bond, No Time to Die, was supposed to come out, but of course that got pushed back.
Oh, because you got Shirley Bassey to come in.
Yeah,
didn't you?
of course,
Oh,
yeah.
You wouldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Shirley Bassey literally.
Well, if we play the jingle, it might let Rebecca know everything she needs to know about the
Of
feature.
course.
Sung by Shirley, is the point.
Ask you once, ask you twice, but there's no time to decide, and I'm gonna make you cry. There's just no time to I.
Now, I think that sums it up perfectly. Do you want to know any more about the feature, Rebecca, or do you think...
No.
Well, in a way, we could play a few rounds because we all have to have a go, don't we? That's the
Yeah, oh, that's true, yeah. John, take it away, mate.
Well, this is a feature where basically I'm going to ask you a question and you have to answer it within 2 seconds. So you have no time to why, right?
Okay.
So basically, I'm just going to quickly get my stopwatch ready. So Matt and Ryan, you're going to go first. Okay, just to... you can talk through your process for the cleansing of the mind.
The advice I can give you, Rebecca, and the advice that I try and follow myself, but it's easier said than done, is just to imagine a completely white space. Do you know, I feel like you've done multiple music videos, photo shoots, this kind of thing, where you've been in one of these white infinity wall studios, right?
Yeah.
Photo infinity.
I think the video what was the video you did recently? Was it fucking Wizardry?
3, 4, 5. Oh, fucking Wizardry, yeah.
The one where you're just in the amazing outfits.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that kind of environment that you would have been in, just a completely white studio. All you want to do is imagine in that moment when you're in your amazing outfits, turning around and just looking at that whiteness. And the trouble is, I always get a bit like, okay, I can see the white studio, but But then you start thinking, well, there's a C-stand there, there's a guy with a camera there, there's a tripod, there's all this stuff around. There's the chaos, there's the makeup artists, there's the crew, and that's what you need to avoid seeing. So you just want to think about purely the white space.
So you can give the best answer.
John,
Okay,
who's going first in this, by the way?
I'll just Ryan, you're going first in this.
Okay, so you can show how it's done. Right, Ryan likes to take a good 20, 30 minutes on answering his...
It's true, although
You've
last
got
time...
30 seconds.
2 seconds. 2 seconds.
You broke a record last time, actually.
Last time I broke a record,
1.8 seconds.
I've been known to take up to 3-4 seconds, which is,
It's really not on.
Unforgivable.
Right, so Ryan, are you ready?
I don't know. Okay, let me see. White space.
No C-sands in there.
What?
Nothing. Right, are you ready?
I can just see a C-stand now.
Okay. Forget that. It's after lunch. Catering's gone. Okay, Ryan, you can have one element of Christmas dinner to eat. What are you having?
Porridge. Oh, what?
What did you say?
I don't know.
I don't know which one to accept.
I was thinking pigs in blankets, but it came out porridge.
No, Ryan, what you actually said. Ryan, what you said there was parsnip porridge.
Parsnip porridge.
Parsnip porridge.
Yes.
Replay.
Yeah.
Right, parsnip
Let's hear that again. Porridge. God, I did, didn't I?
Yeah,
parsnip porridge.
It's a delicacy.
That might be a Heston Blumenthal kind of bullshit thing you might get down here.
It could be nice, and it could be something that...
And finished off with a small dollop of parsnip porridge.
But in the place of bread sauce.
That's Waitrosy.
With dry ice.
Of course.
It's served with
Parsnip porridge.
Parsnip porridge.
I was honestly...
Pick up some parsnip porridge.
What I was visualising then was the little sausages in bacon, the pigs in blankets. But I couldn't form what they were in my mind, and what came out was parsnip porridge. Parsnips are quite nice. Listen, parsnips are nice.
No,
I had some delicious parsnip. No, sweet potato. I'm thinking of God.
Jesus Christ!
God, it's all going right.
It's all going on.
You need to test for COVID-19.
Parsnips all right though. They were not a bad.
Yeah.
part
No,
of
I
Christmas
love a
dinner.
parsnip. It's one of my
porridge.
favourite bits.
And what would that be then? They'd be like ground up and mixed into the porridge in some kind of way.
Charlie
think it
Bingham's
would-
parsnip porridge.
Well, if he did it,
I
if
don't know,
he
I
did
feel
it.
like some oats.
£8 a
and some-
pop.
Yeah, yeah.
I bet parsnip porridge exists. I'm going to Google it.
Yeah.
Ryan, can I tell you how quickly you answered?
I bet it was over, but go on.
It was 1.66
Was it?
seconds. So
I thought it was way over.
congratulations on
When he
that.
started.
I actually had time to
Why?
why there.
Breakfast parsnip porridge.
It's a thing.
Ah,
It's a thing.
Ooh.
Paleo
One of these.
porridge.
Ugh.
Let's hear some more. Go on. Maybe I've not made a terrible mistake here after all.
No.
Because, like I say, parsnips are nice. Porridge is nice. It would be like the Christmas
hot, wouldn't it?
It'd be like the Christmas breakfast, wouldn't it?
Yeah, of course.
Would it be a
No, but
starter or would it be like?
do you understand
Christmas
what I'm
morning?
saying? Like, if you just had a little bit of it if it was like a great fancy place, and they did like you know,
a
just a
spoonful?
little. Well, yeah, it would be, wouldn't it?
yeah,
Like a little blob of parsnip porridge, they'd call it.
Bit of cinnamon on there.
I went to a staff Christmas party once, and it was at a very fancy place. And they'd said there was food to be served, but it was like a tasting menu. And we were all just getting hammered because we'd not eaten, because we thought there was meals coming. But it turned out to be these like tasting sample things. And it was literally like one piece of sushi. And then it'd be like another like 15 minutes. And generally a spoonful of peas was one of the things.
Off.
And, like one prawn. And you're like...
Piss off.
Yeah, and do you know what? The thing is, some of these things, I don't really like sushi, I don't really like peas, but I got them down, man. They were nice.
Yeah.
I guess because I was so hungry and because they were the best version of this thing.
Ah.
But I just needed more of it.
Bleeding should be.
But I guess that's what John's saying it would be with the parsnip porridge, right?
We went to a Christmas party on Thursday night, me and Matt, with the place that we work sometimes. And we work there part-time basically. But they did sea bass ceviche that was pickled in or cured in lime juice. Served on a Dorito.
Oh.
How about that? Yeah.
You ran out of budget halfway.
It was weird.
Wow.
Okay, we've got to power on.
Okay, well, so that was 1.66 seconds. Ryan, congratulations. Parsnip porridge. I mean, am I going to have some on Christmas Eve? I mean,
It's not
maybe I'll try
inedible,
some.
is it? It's not inedible. That's the thing. I could get it down.
No, but it's mental.
No, it's not as bad as paste.
What was actually the question, John?
You
What would
can
I have
one
for
one
life?
element? I did not say that.
Okay.
I said, you can have one element of Christmas dinner to eat. What are you having?
Okay, right.
Parsnip porridge? Right. I'm not sure it is an element of Christmas dinner, but it's got
Yeah,
parsnips.
I think it's
It'll
a bit
work.
of a fail, but yeah.
Matthew.
Yes.
Clear your mind.
Okay.
Clear yourself.
I like myself. I like to think of space,
Outer space.
outer space with no planets or stars, just black.
Okay.
No satellites or...
Don't like that. Here we go.
Right.
Hold on, John. Bloody hell, let me clear my mind. Right, in your own time.
Matt, you can pull a cracker with any person in the world. Who is it?
John Collins.
Oh, that's very kind.
AKA John
Thank you very
Patrick,
much.
real name reveal.
No.
Oh, okay.
I assume you were talking about the Scottish football manager, former professional.
Do you know what? The thing is with that one, honestly, Hitler, I think, was the first thing to come to
Really?
mind.
Was it?
But then I thought if I said Hitler, it was like that was I was joking or that's so
edgy.
so edgy to say that, But that was actually.
I mean,
the
it's
first.
not that edgy now, is it?
So then, I think after Hitler, yeah, John Patrick. Did I say?
After Hitler. Wow.
Well, no, if Hitler wasn't available, and then
Sure. Yeah.
no.
All right, fair enough. Or it could be the one of the airmen from Hello Hello was also called John Collins, which is why I couldn't put the name on Spotlight. Anyway,
Oh yeah, no, that is funny. Rebecca, we looked up. If you look, was it when we looked up John Collins or John Patrick?
but the thing is John D. Collins is the guy. That was his name. Like, so it's even worse.
But on your
That's my
IMDb,
memory.
didn't it say like?
Oh yeah, mental.
You'd done a few bits for whatever comedy.
That's all
work.
you need. Is
In
us to make movies.
1981.
Yeah.
We can probably get work out of it.
And the last thing was Hello Hello 1981. I was like, oh, John, you never told us.
Such a star of stage and screen.
Okay.
How fast was that, by the way? Was that?
That was 1.6. So you were
Yeah.
6 milliseconds quicker
So
than
that's
Ryan.
nice that you'd like to pull with John.
That's nice.
yeah.
The whole Hitler thing. If you were to pull the one with Hitler, what's the thinking there? It's like a time travel thing, or he's somehow reanimated.
I don't know.
Don't know really. Yeah, don't matter.
I think we should steer clear of it, lads.
Probably, yeah, probably for the best.
Can't say out nowadays.
You can't say I want to pull a cracker with Hitler.
Did Hitler celebrate Christmas?
Texting.
Now, Rebecca, are you ready? Clear mind. Clear mind. You ready? Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of void are you going for? White or black or something else?
And you did it so well, Ryan. You've described.
Okay.
Matthew, that is not fair. That is not in the spirit of the game. Rebecca.
Infinity Studio.
You may have noticed a theme in these questions. Rebecca, your question. What weapon would you use to fight an octopus? Go. Quick.
Rope.
Yes.
Ropes.
Ropes. Yes.
Rope.
What an answer.
All right. That's a
That's
good
not bad,
answer.
actually. That's not bad.
Rebecca, I've got to ask you, did you know before this podcast that that's how you would fight an octopus?
Wow, I do so many of these fucking things. Never do I learn about myself.
Yeah.
And here,
Ropes.
I leave knowing how I'd fight an octopus.
What are you thinking there? Like a lasso kind of situation?
Yeah, I
maybe?
think what I think is just put the ropes in the mix with the legs. Let them just tie themselves in knots.
Yeah,
Tie
like a
themselves
pair
in
of
knots. Yeah,
headphones.
yeah.
So many legs.
Work smarter, not harder. Do you know
Use
what I
their
mean?
own legs against them. Like when you fight a big strong man, you're supposed to somehow use their strength against them. I don't know how that works, but
Yeah.
I've heard that's a technique.
And then once you've got them all tangled up, you could strangle the octopus or bludgeon it to death.
Or just sit it on a chair and ask it to think about what it's done.
Oh, that's a nice idea. Yeah.
Yeah, because you must have a good reason for
Accountability.
you must have a good people have got to be held accountable these days.
Everyone's a product of what's happened to them. Do you know what I mean?
Of course, no one's actually sort of what's the phrase? No one's guilty in a way. Like you can't help
Yeah.
who you are and what you
Yeah.
where you've come from. And
Exactly, Ryan. This is beautiful radio.
yeah,
Everyone is a product of the bullshit that's
Maybe that
happened
octopus
course.
would have sat down and said, hey, maybe it's not what I've done, but what's been done to me.
to them. Yeah, and then we'd talk and we'd heal and we'd put prioritise pleasure on.
You did it in 1.93, so it was a bit of a slower one there, but you were within the boundaries. I should say I asked my wife, Joanna, the same question about an
Oh. It's like the idea that I've not noticed you got married. What?
I asked her the question about the octopus, and she said fire. Worst answer you could give. I think it's
delicious,
terrible.
though.
You could eat it
Would make
after.
it
Exactly.
tasty
Yeah.
after fight treat.
You didn't say where they were fighting.
That's true.
Barbecued octopus.
I'm presuming the...
On a Dorito, maybe.
Oh, very nice.
Lovely callback. there. Lovely callback.
In my head, the octopus had a boxing glove on each arm.
How
Wow.
many boxing gloves is that?
Work it out. How many pairs or how many boxing gloves?
How many pairs of boxing gloves does an
Text
octopus
in.
need?
Let us know what you think.
Carol Waterman, this one's for you.
Okay, thank you so much for delivering such a great No Time to Why today, John.
You're welcome.
I think we all came out winners. But
Everybody did it in time. It's the only time that you've all been in time.
within. Yeah.
Wow.
Within the boundaries. Congratulations,
It's
guys.
a good point. Right, well, I presume there's a lot of listeners thinking, God, I want to listen to the rest of this nativity. What's
I
happened
know.
to Kirsty? And will she get to Blackpool?
I guess so, yeah. I mean,
Would you like the second half of
yeah, do you think
the
it's
Terrible
time?
Nativity?
I guess so, yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. As I said before, some of the stuff in here, you might be going, what's going on here then? It does make sense
we
if you
should be
listen to the previous
unapologetic.
87
We,
episodes.
we have to be unapologetic, right?
I think I worked it out, and if we're saying we've done about 90 episodes, I think it's about 140, 160 hours. If you're isolating for 10 days, that's 240 hours. You've got time for basically sleep and to listen to all the episodes. So
Yeah,
get
That's a
cracking.
good point.
I do anyway.
Okay,
I
well,
worked that out.
Rebecca, please introduce the second act of our nativity.
Welcome to part 2 of, what's it called? The Terrible Nativity. So they trudged around Blackpool in the drizzling rain, Kirsty heavy with child and Kieran light of brain. Nowhere would have them, there was no space, but there on the horizon, perhaps their saving grace. A small boarding house, a simple country inn, with a sound of people eating coming from within, and the rich smell of pipe smoke hanging all around. This must be the place where salvation could be found.
So this is the last place left to try. Hotel Truman.
Now then, I'm Fred Truman. Welcome to your holiday and my hotel. Do you have a booking?
No, someone forgot to book. Didn't they, Kieran?
Oh, who was that? I thought it were all my fault. Well, I'm very sorry, but that couple just in front of you got the very last room. And what a fabulous pair. Stan 70 and Cynthia 77. Septuagenarian surfers from Scarborough secured a sumptuous suite on second storey up staircase. Satisfyingly soft scarlet silk sheets and in sight at spectacular sea. Cynthia subtly celebrated with a swim. Soon, Stan also celebrated in sync with Cynthia by slurping 7 sweet Soleros on sand. Certainly, sun, sea, snow, sand, sangria, swimming, surfing, and surprisingly, swinging are in store for Stan and Cynthia. Simply super. 77. Still surfing sea and sucking strangers' shafts. Oh, sorry.
All right, too much information, love. Didn't ask for their life story, did I? Why is everywhere so full anyway? They can't all be here for Popstars concert. Queen's Head function room isn't that big.
Well, it's the Yorkshire Sports Eating Championship Finals, held every year here in Lancashire for some reason. And this hotel is brimming with competitors all taking part in tomorrow's Tehar Cup, which is named after this awful French fella who used to eat cats. They're all up in their rooms now practising. The winner, of course, is the one who eats the most daft grub. Let me put it like this. In room number 1, go on, you'll find a man who eats Scotch eggs by the ton. He finds it quite fun. Yum yum. Look in room 2. You'll find a lady from crew eating shoes. She chews and she chews round leather bros. Check out room 3 to see a belly full of bees. Have a peek in room 4 to see a nun eating a car. It's worth a look. And in room number 5, you will be surprised that the inhabitants are still alive, 'cause they're eating mice, but the mice are still alive. Yes, they've mixed them in with rice, but they're still alive. Oh, in room number 6, there's a lovely mechanic. His name is Mick.
and he's just here to see family. Fantastic fella. In room number 7, you'll be in your idea of heaven. If what you wish to see is a bloke eating batteries, now you might hesitate as you approach door number 8. Don't be scared, but just give it a knock, and you will see a pensioner scoffing fibres from his socks. In room number 9, oh, they've lost all track of time, 'cause they've swallowed their watch and their oven and their clock. Tick-tock. In room number 10, there's a circle of posh men with a biscuit in the middle and, well, you get the idea. Every room's full of people eating weird shit, so there's no room available.
Right.
That being said, we do have some backpacker hostel dorm rooms, sharing with other people, you understand, all themed around things you'd find on a farm. It's a bit of fun. So we've got the barn, the shepherd's hut, and the...
Let me guess. The stable.
No, the pig pen. And I'll tell you what, there's space. We've got one single bunk sharing the room with 3 others.
The pig pen.
Well, actually the staff here have given it the affectionate nickname, the shit pile.
Perfect.
Here we are then. It's a pig pen. Sounds quite nice, doesn't it?
I'm not going to dignify that with an answer, Kieran. Now I wonder who we're sharing with. Hopefully not some really annoying characters who'll split opinion. Oh hey, I'm Mary.
I'm Johnny.
And hey, I'm Rainy.
Hiya, I'm Kirsty from Answorth in Sheffield.
I'm Kieran. You sound right weird, you all lot. You're from London or something?
We're from the good old American states of United America.
We're just over here in Blackpool sampling some of your crazy British customs at Christmas time.
Like Christmas crackers. What's that?
I don't know, some kind of like cookie or something like that you put cheese on, have it...
No. Christmas crackers are what you pull. Oh, okay, like some kind of trailer or something like that.
You pull along,
yeah,
like
something you kind of drag.
On the back
Yeah,
of the vehicle
put it on
or
your
something like
station
that.
wagon.
Right, if you 3 don't mind being quiet, I'm going to have a little lie down. I don't know if you've noticed, but I am pregnant with the Lord, our God's baby.
Oh, you're pregnant. Oh my goodness, we must give you some gifts for the baby.
Oh, all right then. What kind of gifts?
Well, I have this book. It's about the time British boxing legend, whose surname is Bruno, got very, very angry.
Oh, what's that called?
It's called Frank's Incensed.
That does sound good. What would a baby want with that?
Okay, next up, let's see what I got here. Okay, I have this thing. It's kind of reflective. You look at yourself in it. I guess you'd call it a mirror. Yeah, that's right. It's a mirror.
A mirror?
Yeah, that's what I said, a mirror.
Okay, not bad, I suppose. And the best till last. That's a combination of all the characters. I'm Maddie. And the best till last, I have this statue / clock / egg timer of Pool Tower, and the guy told me it was made of pure, how you pronounce this, gold.
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 I don't know.
Gold.
It's
Something like that.
fucking gold. You have gold in America, right? It don't make any sense that you can't say it, and it's plastic anyway, thick cunts. I think I'm about to have this bleeding baby. Kieran, can you call someone?
Oh yeah, will do, yeah. Hello? Yeah, can you get here as quick as possible, please? We're at Hotel Truman in Blackpool. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I'll have 1 pepperoni supreme and 1 American hot with extra jalapenos.
I didn't mean call the fucking pizza man, Kieran.
What? Spicy food's meant to help baby come. It ran friends. What's all this liquid? Oh, I think there's a leak in here.
It's me waters. They've broke.
Okay, just breathe in and out.
Breathe.
In and
Breathe.
out.
Breathe.
Oh, what?
Breathe.
What is that?
Just take it in. 1 breath in, 1 breath out.
You're saying breath. You meant to be saying breath.
Yeah,
Deep
sure.
breaths.
Okay. I guess
Right.
that's how you say it over
So
here.
you don't have breath in America?
Sure. Well, we say
Oh, God.
say things slightly
Yeah.
different to you.
You might say sidewalk.
Shut up. I swear to God, Kieran, if this baby comes out looking like Sharon, we are finished. Who's that? Who's at the door? Is that the doctor?
I think it's that pizza, man. Looks a bit old, though.
Someone order a pizza.
Oh, cheers, mate. Yeah, you're an absolute legend.
Oh, what's happening in here then?
Oh, just chatting to these American lads. It's outright weird, but they proper sound like.
Right. I mean, what's going on with lady over there? Legs akimbo, face red, raw, dripping in sweat, screaming like a banshee. Is she all right?
Oh, yes, she sound. That's my missus. She's just like having a baby and that.
Oh, is she now? Well, that is a coincidence, because before I were a pizzaman, I was actually a midwife.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, yes. But back when I were doing it, of course, it were a very different thing. You might think that you wouldn't have had male midwives back in the day, but in reality, all midwives were male, as women couldn't be left in a room together without men due to chatting. And it was thought that chatting would mean the baby would be born with an enlarged mind. The reason we were called midwives was that we were married to expectant mothers in a small ceremony to avoid any cause of indecency. But why weren't you made husbands, I hear you ask? Well, the mother was required to wear a beard for the duration of the pregnancy and speak with a deep voice, as it was believed that if the baby thought it was in the womb of a strong man, then the baby would, in time, turn into a strong man. So, we midwives, in turn, simply wore a mask of a woman's face. It was called confusing, yet unsettling. The theatre's gone out in it now, There's no singing, barely any dancing. Yeah, so it used to be, And before that, I was also a shepherd.
Oh, that's right. Interesting, that.
So, would you like any help with the birth?
I think it's a bit late for that. He shall be called...
Jesus?
No, why would I call him that? That's the right weird name. No, his name is Stephen.
But most people will call me Dynamo.
What the fuck, my baby's talking?
So on Christmas Day in northwest England, a baby is born who will learn sleight of hand. He'll walk on water, make playing cards float. He'll produce a signed bowling ball from inside his coat. A tremendous day and no mistake, the baby was born and wasn't a snake. Kirsty, relieved, updated her status.
It's just me, our Kieran, and the kids. Haters are gonna hate us. I'm wishing most people season's greetings and good cheer, except for a few, but I don't like to air me shit on here. Sharon.
But now a concert, headlined by Hearsay. What more could they ask for on Christmas Day?
Hey Kieran, where's Sharon and Donkey? I can't smell him anywhere.
Don't know. Last time I saw him, I was getting Donkey them photocopies of our tickets. So they could get him for free.
Photocopies? They're not going to work. Wait a minute. They're not even photocopies at tickets. What's that?
Oh, that's Kieran's ass. Must have picked wrong ones up.
And what's that, a baguette?
No. That's my knob.
Thank you for that, Rebecca. Fantastic narration.
Beautifully read.
I'm not sure if I've mentioned it, but very, very talented.
Absolutely. Yeah.
No, yeah, you've mentioned that loads.
We've known it for years. This is the thing. The world is catching up with what we've always known.
No, absolutely. It really is. It bloody.
You're welcome.
It bloody well is.
I hope you enjoyed that, listeners. But sorry, go on, John.
I was going to say the problem is, Rebecca, your voice sounds slightly hoarse in that sexy kind of slightly ill way. Do you know what I mean? At the minute?
Yeah.
So you worry that a producer's going to listen to it and go, "Oh my God, get her in." So if you want to do voiceover work, you just have to constantly get COVID.
Yeah, that's looking likely anyway. So
Yeah.
that's fine.
This is your fourth COVID this year, is it? You were saying?
Yeah, man.
Oh, for real.
Oh.
Moving.
I hope the terrible fans enjoyed having Self Esteem on today's show, and I really hope that they enjoyed the Nativity, because I have really enjoyed having you on the show today,
it's been,
Rebecca. I think I can talk to all.
For sure.
That's from all of us.
I was curious though. Were you a fan of the pop stars back in the day, the Hearsay and Lunatics and all those guys?
I had the big band album.
Really?
On CD.
So what's that mean? Like the people from pop stars doing the big band tunes or something?
Pop stars did the big band, yeah. They did a
sort of
special release.
Like the Robbie Williams style.
Swing when you're winning.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And I went to see Will Young recently. Will Young has now become a celebrity friend of mine.
I love Will. Can you send my love on to him? Because,
He's fucking amazing.
I love him.
It was amazing. He's got so many bangers. I saw him at the Palladium. I had the time of my life.
Because, Hearsay was the first gig I ever went to at Sheffield Arena.
No.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Who was your favourite in Hearsay?
I think Mylene, to be honest. Mylene Class.
Mylene.
I think so, yeah, I'd say so. They came down at the start on zip wires, almost like Mission Impossible style.
Oh, really?
There was a part where like a piano emerged from the floor and Mylene played some piano and it was like, oh shit, she plays an instrument. And
that was a
big thing, like, you know.
She was talented, yeah.
Yeah. No,
I mean, they all were. They all were. Who was my first gig, Ryan, at the Sheffield Hallam FM Arena when it was Hallam FM Arena?
You're asking me who it was?
Yeah.
Nickelback?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes, right, girl. Damn.
Who did you go with, Sam?
I went with friend of the family, friend of the show, Christopher Corker.
Yeah, you know Chris Corker, don't you? Backstage dude from our early shows.
The backstage dude, yeah.
So just the two of you?
Yeah. It was.
That's cool. My first gig was...
Is it?
I think it's quite cool. It's better
thank
than
you,
Hearsay.
thank you.
Yeah,
I was wondering,
Top
but I was going
Loader
to ask you. Top Loader.
Top Loader at the City Hall, but I think about this too much.
That is
My
good.
dad got me 2 tickets and I was like, right, great. Me and Charlotte McNaughton will go. My dad was like heartbroken because he thought it'd be me and my dad going.
Oh, no.
My dad just had to take us, drop us off, pick us up. And I always think that's awful. One day my dad will be dead and I'll think, could have gone to Top Loader with my dad.
Right.
With Charlotte McNaughton, who, you know, in a bad person's
No,
career.
but she's not your dad. Have you? So, a top loader still going? Could you make it happen?
I don't know. Should we Google it?
I mean, I only know "Dancing in the Moonlight," but it was a hell of a song. Like, what a tune!
Well, it wasn't them. That
no,
was
it wasn't even them either. It was still a cover. That's what makes it
Oh, wow, they're still going.
extra.
Is it a cover? I didn't know that.
Onka's Big Mocker.
What is it? Was that the album?
That was the Top Loader album that really did bits for me. Oh, they've got an Instagram.
Self Esteem started following you.
Go on, I've done it.
There you go.
Self-Esteem
Get yourself
suddenly
some
started
tickets
following
to
Top Loader.
the new. I think Top Loader's quite a cool one though, because Top Loader's like my first album was David Gray White Ladder, and I still think that's great.
Gorgeous
I'm so happy with that one.
Absolutely gorgeous.
My first album was Fatboy Slim. You've come a long way, baby.
Really?
That's good.
John, it wasn't. It was Choral Songs number 9.
Fucking was the one cool thing music related I've ever done in my life.
Happened to be the first.
Fuck you. And my first single that I ever bought was The Offspring, Pretty Fly for a White Guy.
That's not bad. Though,
Actually,
is it?
John was cool. John had this like, you know, new boy energy, even though he'd been there the whole time.
Older brothers, you see, older brothers who were
Older
into cool
brothers,
music.
and you lived in a weird bit of town no one else lived in.
Yeah.
That really gave you. That's how you got so many girls.
I wish I'd known I was cool though. No, that would have ruined it, if I'm honest.
Yeah, not knowing. It's the fact that you didn't care probably that made you cool.
I just generally didn't. Was clueless to all of this.
I also went to. I think my second gig was Muse at the Doncaster Dome.
These are kind of cool for first gigs though. But on here,
Well, I was cool.
Yeah,
Remember,
yeah.
I was cool.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
I was
yeah.
indie girl, wasn't I?
Suppose so. Yeah.
Baby on mic, please.
Oh, do you want to come and say hello?
Here we go. We've got baby on cam.
Oh,
toddler.
Oh, toddler.
Hi.
Oh no.
Uncle Ryan.
Oh no.
And John's friend.
Oh hello.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, Merry Christmas,
Christmas.
Neve. I hope you get
Happy
everything
New
you've
Year.
asked for.
What are you getting for Christmas, Neve? What do you want for Christmas?
I know.
Okay.
It's a lot.
Well, she won't be getting anything then.
That's it. Then she's getting.
Well,
old.
that's it then. Try and get.
She don't say. Oh, she
We
didn't
asked
get
you,
all.
you didn't say anything, so now you don't get anything.
I've told her.
I tell you what, after that very Christmassy podcast and that very Christmassy bit of interaction with the child, I feel very Christmassy right now. This, of course,
What it's about,
of course,
innit?
Christmas
That's what
special.
It's about.
That's what it's
Bye,
about.
darling.
It is a
Right.
seal of.
Right.
It was a
Right.
very special podcast, wasn't
It's
it?
been lovely,
So
hasn't it?
lost at this point.
We can round up, I reckon.
We can round up, can't we?
Unless
Oh,
there's anything.
actually, Rebecca, where can people see you next year in the new year? Is there still tickets available
Matt's radio
to? Is there anywhere they can get to see you? Is there any tickets left for any of the?
There's a few tickets left for Sheffield, actually. Fucking
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, welcome.
It's my second. It's my second. You know, we had to put another one on.
Nice.
And there's there's a very few left for my third Hammersmith Apollo. And that's about it.
Wow.
I think it's all
I'd
gated
love
out
to come
now,
and see that.
so.
Well, you can find Rebecca on her next tour next year. I tour this all the time.
It's good, that, isn't it?
It is good. I mean, fair play to you. And you derate.
I feel fucking nuts right now. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
COVID plus
I'm proud
Corona.
Of you. I am proud of you just for getting through this podcast more than anything.
Thank you so much.
Where are we going now?
Brian, before we round up this spectacular podcast, do we have time for a game of Who's at the Door?
Oh, there's always time for a game of Who's at the Door.
Yeah.
Sweet as.
Who's that? Who's that? Who's at the door? Who's that? Who's that? Who's at the door? Who's that? Who's that? Who's at the door? It's a mystery.
Rebecca, John, and Ryan. Who's at the door this week?
Oh.
John, who's at the door this week?
Oh, me first. Oh, shit.
3, 2, 1.
The Reindeer Blitzen.
It's great guess. Ryan Howes, who's at the door this week?
It sounds football related. I think maybe like Neil Warnock.
Neil Warnock. That's a great fucking guess, that one. And Rebecca, who is at the door this week?
I thought it was Chris Waddle.
Chris Waddle. 3 fantastic answers. There really are. But unfortunately, nobody's actually got it right this week. It was, of course, football journalist and presenter Tim Lovejoy.
He's at the door.
Sorry, he usually texts. Before he gets here, so that's why I'm confused. He texts me usually. Just say he's almost here.
Well,
he can't come in then. That's a shame.
He can't actually come in. He can't come in. Listen,
has anyone ever come in?
Yeah, we've had a couple.
Beadle made it in. Jeremy Beadle. We had Michael Burke came in.
Roger Rabbit
came in. Mr. Blobby came in, I think.
I think we've had about 4. About 89 episodes.
About 4 came in, yeah.
Well, listen, I want to come and appear on a non-Christmas version.
Oh, okay.
That'd be nice, yeah.
As always.
As soon as possible, because I wanted to come and knock about now. I wanted to stay till at least 10 p.m.
I know, it would have been good, wouldn't it?
That was my plan. I wanted to get beer drunk.
Yeah, I was going to do that as well, yeah. I mean,
I'm gutted.
Northwest London, no water.
So yeah, I imagine the pubs will be
trust
shut
the universe. It sent me COVID-19s for a reason.
When you're back as well, next time I'll ask you all about Taskmaster because it will have broadcast by then.
Yeah.
Because that for me is the thing that I'm most excited about seeing you in. I love that show. Absolutely love it.
I've never seen hatred in Ryan's eyes before, but I can see it now.
I don't know about hatred, but certainly jealousy for the first time.
Yeah.
There's nothing you've done that I've been jealous of until now.
Yeah,
and I really
most of it, but this.
I really am jealous of Taskmaster. I think I'd love to do that.
Yeah.
Did I send you the video of me, Carol Vorderman, and Greg Davies rolling around on the floor together?
No, but I'd love to see it.
No.
Okay, I will.
Well, actually, that's it. Tune in. That'll be broadcast in January.
Is it New Year's Day?
New Year's Day.
Yeah, I'll come on the pod in Jan.
Special, and we'll get back on the pod and we'll talk about it. We wish you all the best in getting well, Rebecca. Stay safe and have a fantastic Christmas. And you've also been listening to good old-fashioned Ryan Howes.
Thank you for having me.
Sir John Patrick, thank you so much for turning up today.
It's been an absolute joy.
And Self Esteem. We'll see you New Year's Eve on Jules Holland. Does anyone know about that yet? We're allowed to say that?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Oh, is it?
I need to go. I need to go.
No, you can't go right yet. I've got to leave you with this. But I'll leave you with this.
I need a wee.
Go for a wee.
Okay. Oh my God. Yeah, all right.
Yes.
And I'll leave you with this.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing, isn't it? Okay, here we go.
Goodbye.
You're not far off.
And I will leave you with this. Another year draws to an end. And what a year it's been. We've learned to prioritise pleasure. And Kane's penalty ball is yet to be seen.
Poor guy.
Matt Hancock, like Rambo, left the jungle a hero. What has the British public learnt? Looks like fucking zero.
Yes.
But it's the time of year for love and goodwill. Hard to forget bad will, slapping Chris Rock even still.
Oh dear.
Be nice to each other, for it is the time. Don't be a Harry Styles spitting on Chris Pine. Joy in abundance is what you should bring. Unlike Adam Levine and his terrible sexting, we've lost Boris, Liz Truss, and of course our Queen. We've lost a World Cup, but credit to our team. We will be back next year, performing live on the 31st of January at the Bill Murray in Islington. Come and meet us. Merry Christmas from all of us here at Terrible Features. Good night.
Good night.
Good
Wow,
night.
that was good and worth coming back for. Sammy's got 2 wins!
And a catapult. And he's built underground. Den.
Thank you so much. That's been Rebecca Taylor there on the show. Self Esteem. Stay tuned for her next
You have
tour.
been listening
I
to
saw this all the
Seldom Differ's Terrible Features with Matt Skillington, John Patrick, and Ryan Howes. Intro and outro theme by Old. You can follow them at Old Music on Instagram. If you want to follow the boys at Seldom Differ, you can get them at Twitter at Seldom Differ, Instagram Seldom_Differ, and Facebook at Seldom Differ Comedy. You should also subscribe at Seldom Differ on YouTube. Thank you to Luke Collins at Appley Bridge Studio for his additional audio work. And thank you to all you Patreon subscribers. If you're interested in supporting us, then go to patreon.com/Seldom Differ. And there you can donate as little as £1 a month, that's 25p an episode, that's not too bad, to £3 plus a month, which will allow you access to all of our bonus material. Please do give us a 5-star rating and a review. We'd be unbelievably grateful. Thanks for listening.